What does she put in these books? Oh, okay, that's good. Like, what do you mean? Hey guys, welcome back to another full week of reading vlog. Today's is gonna be a little fun, and it's gonna be a little fun and a little different because we're gonna be letting Fable decide what books I'm reading this week. Since the last vlog, I've been in like a little bit of a reading slump. I'm really in the mood for romance. Yeah, I just want a summer romance, really. So we're gonna let Fable pick 3 books for me. I feel like 3 is a little, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm just really in the mood to read. I'm really in the mood to be in a book right now. So what I did this morning is I went around my apartment and made sure TBR list is up to date with all the books that I currently have on my physical TBR, and then any books that I know I want to read but I haven't added to it, which honestly I haven't been very good about updating my Fable. So I hope my Fable understands that I really want to read in her own league. If you're listening, please pick at least those 2. Thank you. Right now, I have 56 books on my want to read list. Just hit the little bird up here and it'll pick it for you. Oh my god. Okay, let's see what it picks. I'm like really nervous. No. Okay, I'm doing it again, guys. I'm not reading fantasy right now. Like, no. That's his name. Scout, you picked a bad one. Scout, I told you. I wanted romance. Let's try again. It's Fable picking my book, but actually I'm picking my own book because if it doesn't give me what I want. Okay. This was not like bad. I've heard like such mixed reviews about Please Don't Go. I know it's a baseball romance. I don't know if it's on Kindle. And if it's not on Kindle, then I'm not buying it. Oh, it is on Kindle Unlimited. I was kind of hoping it wasn't. Okay, so that's an option. So first pick, Please Don't Go by East Salvador. So let's Scout pick again. Please do the ones I want, please. I read that already. Why is that on my want to read? Guys, this is such a fail. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's do one more time. I want In Her Own League. Okay, and now we're getting a hockey romance. Okay, Scout, like you're failing me. You're failing me. We're gonna start with the one I really want because I'm in the mood to read. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm a mood reader, so that's what we're gonna have to do. So I'm gonna read In Her Own League by Liz Tom Ford. We will possibly go into Please Don't Go or Slapshot, which I'm open to those. I'm open to those options. I promise this the next day, I rewear things, okay? I haven't decided if I like this shirt or not. Like, someone tell me, is this shirt look ugly? I thought the yellow was like a lighter yellow. It's not. So, you're seeing it again, and if it's ugly, sorry. I'm gonna be making these like I'm calling them date balls. They're chocolate covered dates with some sea salt. And while we do that, I figured we'd talk about the book because what does Liz Tom Ford put in these books? What does she put in these books? They are so good. Like, they're the best romances, hands down, ever. The series has single-handedly taken me out of my slump. I could not stop reading yesterday once I started. It's just the way that she writes these characters. They are so realistic. She doesn't write banter between characters like super cringy. It's like so real life. It actually has you giggling because you're like, wait, he would actually say that though. Like, obsessed. There's a lot going on in the background, but you know what? That's real life. Sue me. This book is actually a spin-off of the Windy City series, so it's not technically part of it, but you should read the Windy City series if you're gonna read this book. They bring up like the relationships from the other characters. Like in the beginning they talked about Isaiah and Kennedy, and I'm like, oh my god, I miss you guys so much. Like, I just love them so much. That's loud as fuck. Maybe we'll just wait for that. This is a spin-off of Miller's dad, Emmett, which is also Monty, and then Reese, which is she's the new owner. So Monty's the manager, Reese is the owner. We've seen them like interact in past books, so we know that there's like something there, but we never like fully got their book. So this is their book. Love the way she writes her characters. They have so much banter, and you can just feel the chemistry like within the first few pages. She does it tastefully. It's all building up tension. I think I'm only like 70-ish pages into this book. So basically right now where we're at is that Reese has just become the new owner. The owner in the past was her grandfather, and he's no longer the owner, so she's taking over. Since she's the only woman besides Kennedy in the whole Warrior baseball team organization, the men don't take her seriously. Meanwhile, she knows everything because she grew up following her grandfather, like paying attention to everything he does, so she knows a lot. They're going to these meetings and Monty is there. He's seeing that like people are not taking her seriously. There was one meeting that he was a part of. They had to vote on getting rid of a player, and Reese was the one suggesting that they need to get rid of this player, and she said, okay, we'll take a vote, and you know, majority rules. Monty ended up not being on her side with it, and she was so pissed off and upset. Kind of seeing how he's even like, as much as I respect her, like I should really listen to her more. Right now you can tell Monty does have like a soft spot for her and a crush. We don't really know Reese's perspective. We do know she said like, oh, he's hot. I just am enjoying that this book really knows how to like keep me hooked. I'm gonna finish making these date balls. You literally just roll them into a ball, roll it into the chocolate, and I put some sea salt on top, and I put it in the freezer, and they're really freaking good. Yeah, if I have any more updates, I will let you know, but right now, I have to wash my hands. These are how our date balls are turning out. I need to put sea salt on them, and when they come out of the freezer, I will show you guys, and we'll do a little taste test together. Wow, look at that. All right, let's try these. It only took like an hour and a half, so. Okay, they're stuck to the friggin'. I mean, it's so good. It literally, you see that? I'm gonna have to have another one. Sue me. No talk. I may or may not be almost done with this book already. I am on page 406, 86% of the way through this book. And I haven't updated you guys since. I think the last thing I showed you was making my little date chocolate balls and talking about my thoughts so far, but like since then, like I haven't even updated you guys, and I wrote some things down. So let's talk. First off, I feel like this is the fastest I've read a book in a while. I think I mentioned that we got little bits of like other characters in this book, and I just wanted to reiterate that the parts between Kennedy and Isaiah, literally every time something happens, it has me giggling because they just like say something to each other with like Reese and Monty there, and it's just like so funny and so them, and like I just love them. And so if you haven't read Play Along yet, like you really should. I love how they're not, like technically it's an age gap relationship. Ooh. Is my AC kind of loud? Yeah, it is. Let me turn this off for a second. Technically it is, but they're not making it like a whole thing, which I like because like I'm not a huge fan of age gap relationships. Like, I would say it's probably like one of my least favorites. It just doesn't do it for me like Friends to Lovers, but they're doing it really well where it's not all they talk about. And the main problem that they have is that it's really like she is the owner of the league, and since she's a woman, people don't take her seriously as it is, and Monty is the manager. So if people know that they're together, they're gonna be like, wow, of course this new woman came in and now she's like in a relationship with the manager of the team. So she's just kind of trying to save her reputation. We haven't hit like a third act breakup, which like I would hope they don't, to be honest. Like I'm hoping there isn't one because that's kind of gonna be dumb. They're still like secretly together, but like the teammates know, but they're trying to keep it from the public. Finished In Her Own League 2 days ago. I wanted to do a little recap on my thoughts, my opinions. We also started another book, which we'll talk about. I'm rating this one a 4-star. It wasn't a 5, but I think that's just because it's not like my favorite trope per se, and they're also not like my favorite characters, my favorite couple in the whole series. Still such a good romance. It got me out of my slump. I'm really in the mood to read now. There was no third act breakup, which I really appreciated because I was kind of expecting that. However, there was like a little conflict that happened, but they didn't break up, which I appreciated because sometimes you're getting towards the end of the book and you're like, how are they gonna throw a breakup in here and then like wrap it back up like all within like 40 pages. There was something that happened in the epilogue that I was kind of like cringed out about, but I feel like epilogues always make me cringe. Like they always add something in there that I'm like, you know, we could have done without. Like, let my imagination just think what is happening next between them, you know? It was a great romance. It did what it had to do. And that's all I have to say. Sometimes you just don't have too much to say about a book. It was fucking good. That's all. And now, I picked up The Fury by Alex Michaelides? Michaelides? Sometimes, like, I look at people's last names and I'm like, you know, I'm not even gonna try that. But you know what? What would I do as a kid? I would sound it out. Michaelides. Alex Michaelides. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to read next. And fun fact, I'm pretty sure my Libby got hacked. So I literally was not able to download any book that I wanted. This has been on my shelf for a bit. This is like a murder romance story. I'm still in like the romancy mood, but I want something different. And it's a little bit of a shorter book, which I'm appreciating right now. I'm only like 33 pages in, so I'm only just getting like the setting, the setup, the characters, learning a little bit about who's gonna be in this story. Okay, I just realized how loud my AC is. Sorry. This is told in first person by Elliot. Elliot's our main character. We have Lana, who is the ex-movie star. The murder has to do with someone who is in the limelight, and it was talked about all over the news at the time. Interesting because the way it starts like this is a tale of a murder, or maybe that's not quite true. At its heart, it's a love story, isn't it? The saddest kind of love story, about the end of love, the death of love. So I guess I was right the first time. You may think you know this story. It's a murder mystery that involves love. So we'll see what happens. So far, so good. I'm really interested so far to see where this goes. I was reading a lot of it last night and then I fell asleep. But as I read, I will let you guys know what is going on, a little bit more about the characters because I feel like I haven't really like said much. As you can tell, I'm about to go to work. We'll see how much reading I get done today, maybe on my lunch break. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Literally holding this with my feet right now. I don't know how long this will stay, but so here are my thoughts so far. I have about like 80-ish pages left. I'm hoping to finish this book tonight. One thing is the narrator, Elliot, he is like a pessimist. Act 2, chapter 12, I wrote down in specific because I was like, oh my god, this guy literally hates everything. Everything he said just came out negative, and I was like, whoa. But then I thought to myself, probably prepping us for how this book is gonna end, because the narrator is the one that's telling us the story, is setting up the whole book for us. So maybe that's why he's a pessimist, because maybe he has to do with it somehow. I don't know. I wrote down Act 2, Chapter 12. Why did I write that down, though? I can't lie to you guys. I don't know why I wrote down Act 2, Chapter 12. I thought it had to do with him, like, being a pessimist and something that he was saying. However, no. But yeah, basically he'd be like, you know, you might be living a great life right now and all the people that are in your life are amazing, but, you know, everyone dies. Like, he would say sentences like that, and I'm like, oh, okay. That's good. The author also talks at you in the book. I don't exactly know what that means in, like, reading terms. Maybe I should look that up. Breaking the fourth wall. There we go. The narrator breaks the fourth wall, which really adds to the story, to be honest, because he's, like, talking to you like you're literally in the story as he's writing it. He's like, well, I guess I won't get there yet with you. Or he'll be like, well, I guess you're wondering. Elliot from the beginning says that he's telling this basically, the story is biased because he's the one telling it. As you're reading it, you kind of can't rely on the narrator because you're like, like, is he actually telling me the truth? Or is all of this, like, false? And then, like, especially because it's a murder mystery type of story, I feel like we're going to get to the end of the book and everything that I'm going to be told is going to be completely wrong and there's going to be a billion twists and turns that I'm not expecting. However, what we have learned so far, Lana every year takes this group of friends to Greece to just have a relaxing vacation because they are from London and it always rains there and Greece is beautiful, and so they always go there. So this group of friends is like a very interesting group. Lana's a movie star or an ex-movie star. Kate is also famous but like upcoming and like not as famous as Lana, so you kind of learn there that there's a little bit of jealousy. And then you have Jason, who Lana is married to, but Kate also is like kind of flirting with him. And then Elliot is intertwined with all these people because he met Lana when he was in a rough place. Lana kind of like took him under his wing, but you're kind of learning that Elliot really puts Lana on like a pedestal. So that's kind of where we're at. They're on this island. They're supposed to be having a good vacation, but some things are unraveling while they're on this island. As the things are unraveling, you already know that a murder occurred, but you don't know why this happened. You're learning how like different characters are intertwined with each other, their love lives, all that. So far, it's okay. I think what I'm most invested in is like how it's being written. Kind of really makes you feel like you're like, okay. So like, can you tell me what happened? Like soon? Plan to finish his book tonight. And then we will wrap up our final thoughts. We've about 80 pages left. I really don't know where it's going to go from here, but we're in it together, so I'll let you know.
I have 5 pages left of this book. And like what? Like what do you mean? Oh, actually just kidding, that was the last page. Guess now we're on the epilogue.
Okay, I finished The Fury. I have some thoughts. Yeah, no, I didn't love this one. Did not love this one. You know what I am loving? I am loving that I'm writing down all my notes. I literally was walking home, voice recording my thoughts because it was like, I can't forget. The Fury, no. The Fury is a no. The Fury, what the heck? The amount of twists and turns we went through, and then we got to the end. And it was actually the most predictable ending you probably could have predicted. I don't read a lot of mysteries, but when I do, like, I want to be shocked. I want to be shocked, okay? And this one did not do it. The last, like, 80 or so pages, I really was like, wow, the narrator is actually sick in the head. If he's not, well, like, I don't want to spoil it, so... he was saying a lot of things that I was like, Okay, so you have problems. Also, very clearly towards the end, you can see that the narrator has a weird obsession with Lana. She sees him as kind of like a brother, is what the vibe I was getting, and he sees her as like his lover, and he's like, no, like, I love you. We're supposed to be together. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, I love you, but not like that. He basically had this like plan to manipulate the characters. You really get to see the true Elliot towards the end of the story. Really, none of the characters were very likable. They all had problems. I gave this book a 2.5. And it was not a romance, so I don't know why I was thinking like romance mystery. No, really it was just a thriller mystery, and there were some relationships involved and some love involved, but definitely not a romance. I'm sorry, Alex. It's a no from me. No wonder why whoever gave this up and put it in the little library did that, because they probably didn't like it either. So maybe I'll put it back. I tried to make this Fable Picks My Reads for the week. Fable did not pick my reads for the week. Really just a mood reading blog, but that is how I read. So what is a girl to do? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.